anyone else? If not, Ms. Cirigliano, you have the floor.
Thank you. On the agenda for approval tonight is the submission of a grant application to the New Jersey State Bar Foundation for the district to participate in the professional development sessions regarding breaking biases. The sessions are titled Why We Bully, Talking About Race, Unconscious Bias, and Lessons from the Amistad. As soon as we hear about our acceptance into this program, we will schedule the professional development for our staff. Our supervisor of social studies has attended a number of trainings on her own from the New Jersey State Bar Foundation, as well as the Gilder Lehrman Foundation. All of the trainings that were attended will be turnkey to the department staff. Staying on the theme of professional development, we are continuing our relationship with Melanie Brown, our literacy consultant, and her work with our elementary staff. Melanie has been working with the district since last school year on expanding our knowledge base with Readers and Writers Workshop and literacy development. Melanie will continue this work beginning at the end of this month. We have released a survey to our elementary teachers and asked for their suggestions on professional development topics, times of the sessions, and how to best group the teachers for the sessions. We've analyzed that information and have worked on a schedule that will satisfy most of those staff requests. We are very excited to continue our work with Melanie. In addition to literacy professional development, oops, my screen just, oh, there we go. We are also scheduling teacher training around our future dual language program with our kindergarten teachers. If you remember, we were on schedule to open this school year with dual language classrooms in kindergarten, but those plans were derailed with our school closure. Beginning in February, the kindergarten staff will be working with Elizabeth Willem to develop a solid foundation on the basic tenets of a strong dual language program. Lastly, I'd like to mention state testing. Although we do not know if the New Jersey SLA or access testing will move forward for all of our students, we are preparing for testing and are also awaiting more guidance from the department. With that being said, we did recently learn that the normal graduation proficiency testing requirement has been waived for our senior students who have met all of the credit, curriculum, and attendance requirements for graduation. So that is a relief. And this concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Ms. Cirigliano. Dr. Sainer and any other board member that has some comments or questions?
Ms. Cirigliano and Dr. McLaughlin, I wanted to thank you for offering our staff so much professional development that both actually meets current needs that we have, looks forward to the future with new programming, and also is very timely with issues that are happening in our nation. So you're covering all the bases, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Any other board member? Ms. Ruiz?
I think one of my favorite parts, and I have lots of favorites being a board member, but one of my favorites is listening.
Let me guess.
Grant applications. You were wrong. Making it rain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for getting that money, getting our kids and our educators what we need.
Thank you, Ms. Ruiz. That's important to acknowledge. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Sainer.
I had a question about the creative classroom professional development. There were two separate trainings, each with many of our pre-K teachers attending, one on supporting disabilities, and then I think the other one was called promoting learning through studies. My questions were, how are these organized? Does one build off the other? What percentage of our pre-K teachers will directly attend? Is there a method or a plan to turnkey for the teachers that didn't get to attend? If you know those answers, thank you.
Yes. So actually what you're looking at are two separate PDs that are independent of each other. The one PD, our cohort of teachers already attended last year. That would be the disabilities training. So they don't need to repeat that training. So that's why that was a smaller group. The other training listed is new for everybody. So that was the larger group. But what you'll see in the years as we continue on with the expansion funds and as new classrooms with new teachers come on, you'll see those repetitive beginning year trainings, talking with parents about gold assessments, intro to the creative curriculum, intro to gold assessments, all of those beginning years will only be a small group of teachers because only the new teachers, the new staff would need that training. And then when we open it up and do the trainings that are a little bit more advanced or a little bit more for the experienced staff with curriculum, you'll see the groups be a little bit bigger. So everybody's receiving all the training. It just depends on when they enter the program and partner with us.
Perfect. Thank you.
Any other comments from the board? I had a similar one. I was wondering if you can share how our students will benefit from these PDs or professional development trainings, worlds of advice literacy that our staff are going through.
So the students will have the direct impact of that professional development. Our literacy coach started her work with the elementary staff last year with some trainings, both in person before we had the closure and also after the closure. We decided to pause Melanie's entrance back to the teachers with the start of the school year. So we decided that the teachers needed to, get their feet under them a little bit. So September, October, November, we also had technology rolling out at that point. But now we're ready. So Melanie, as I said in my report, we actually suggested some topics on the teacher survey, but then we did leave it open. We use those results now to plan scheduled sessions moving forward where Melanie will be providing professional development, but also she'll spend some weeks where she's pushing in on team meetings and she's assisting the building principal with having those types of conversations regarding literacy with a small number of staff. Also, she'll use that time to support and further expand on the topic that she covered the week before. So her work with us is really a combination of both large group professional development, but also supporting small group and in individual classrooms.
Thank you, Ms. Cirigliano, for that. All right, if